My name is Alice Bennett, and for 22 years I believed I had the perfect family. Daniel, my husband, was charming, successful, the kind of man who could make a waiter feel invisible and still get a smile. Our home was warm, our dinners loud, our laughter real, at least I thought so. That illusion shattered the night I served roast beef, candles lit, and the people I loved most gathered around the table. I'd spent the entire day preparing his favorite dishes, even the lemon pie his mother loved. But Daniel's smile never reached his eyes. He was restless, checking his phone every few minutes. I brushed it off at first, until he called me, Angela, under his breath. Angela wasn't me. That was the moment I realized something was horribly wrong. Halfway through dinner, he set down his fork, cleared his throat, and said, "I think this is as good a time as any to tell everyone. Alice and I are getting a divorce." The room went silent. His mother gasped. My son Ethan choked on his drink. My daughter Chloe froze, fork midair. And I just smiled. Because I already knew. And I was ready. You see, 2 weeks earlier, I'd found receipts hidden in his car. Hotel stays, dinners for two, flowers sent to a woman named Marissa. At first, I thought it was work-related. But then I found messages. "You're the only one who understands me. She's too predictable." He forgot that I'm the one who manages our joint credit card. So I quietly began collecting proof, screenshots, bank statements, even camera footage from our cabin. That night, the envelope sat in my purse, heavy as truth itself. Daniel leaned back in his chair, enjoying the spotlight. He said, "Alice has been wonderful, but we've grown apart. It's time to move on." I watched him, calm as ice, while everyone else panicked. He was expecting tears. He was expecting drama. He wasn't expecting me to smile and say, "Oh, sweetheart, you forgot your lines. It's my turn to talk." The entire table turned toward me. I reached into my purse and placed the thick cream envelope beside his wine glass. My voice was soft, but it carried. "You see, Daniel, while you were busy planning this performance, I was doing some rehearsing too." He frowned uneasy. "What are you talking about?" I slid the envelope across the table. "Open it. Or should I?" He hesitated, then ripped it open. The color drained from his face as he saw the printed photos. Him and Marissa at the resort, the one he told me he was visiting for a business conference. I stood. "That's you, right? The team-building seminar, where you ordered champagne and strawberries for two." His father's jaw dropped. "Daniel, what the hell is this?" Daniel stammered. This is fake." I chuckled. "You think I photoshopped your stupidity?" I reached for my phone, pressing play on a recording. Daniel's voice filled the room. "She's so naive, Marissa. She'll never find out. Don't worry, I'll transfer the money before she notices." Gasps rippled around the table. His mother covered her mouth. My daughter whispered, "Mom, when did you record that?" "Right after he called me Angela," I said. Daniel slammed his hands on the table. "You had no right to spy on me." I leaned in. "You had no right to betray me." He tried to grab my phone, but I stepped back. "You want privacy, Daniel? You should have thought of that before you filmed yourself with her in our vacation house." "Yes, I saw the footage. And don't worry, I sent copies to my lawyer." His mother stood, trembling. "You humiliated your wife and your family." His father glared. "I told you that job would go to your head." Daniel turned red. "Stop it. You don't understand." "Oh, we understand perfectly," I said. "You used our daughter's college fund to impress your girlfriend." That got everyone's attention. Chloe gasped, tears spilling down her face. "You what?" Chloe stood, shaking. "You ruined my future so you could play house with someone half your age?" Daniel barked. "Watch your tone," she shouted back. "You're not my father anymore." He tried to grab her arm, but I stepped between them. "Touch her," I said quietly, "and I'll make sure the police see every transfer you made." He looked around, every face filled with disgust. He'd wanted control. Instead, he was the one on trial. He muttered, "You can't destroy me, Alice. You need me." I tilted my head. "Oh, honey, I stopped needing you the moment you started lying." Then I reached for a smaller envelope and placed it beside his plate. He frowned. "What now?" "This," I said, "is from my attorney. He tore it open. Inside were divorce papers already signed by me. The table erupted in murmurs. I smiled. I beat you to it. I filed 3 days ago. The house, the savings, and your stocks? All legally protected. He stuttered. That's impossible. I shrugged. Remember when you signed those refinancing papers last year? You didn't read them. The house title transferred to me. So if you're leaving, you can take the couch. It's yours. His fork clattered to the floor. Ethan snickered. Nice move, Mom. Suddenly his phone buzzed again. The screen flashed Marissa. I grabbed it and answered on speaker. Hi, Marissa. I said sweetly. It's Alice. You might want to turn on the news tomorrow. Your office is launching an internal investigation. Who is this? She stammered. Just the woman whose husband you can keep. He's unemployed now. Then I hung up. Daniel lunged for the phone, shouting, You ruined me. I stepped back. No, Daniel. I exposed you. He started shouting incoherently, knocking over his wine glass. Red liquid splashed across the white tablecloth, spreading like blood. He slammed his fist down, but his father grabbed his arm. Enough, his father thundered. You've done enough damage tonight. The room fell into silence except for Daniel's heavy breathing. I took a deep breath and said, This was never about revenge, Daniel. It was about truth. You wanted to humiliate me publicly, so I gave you the same courtesy. He looked at me like a man seeing himself for the first time, and hating what he saw. He sank into his chair, pale and shaking. I didn't mean for it to get this far. I crossed my arms. You planned every step. You just didn't plan for me to fight back. His mother reached for my hand. Alice, you've been the strength of this family. I squeezed her fingers. Not anymore. Tonight, I'm just being strong for myself. I gathered my things, folded my napkin neatly, and turned to the kids. Chloe, Ethan, let's go. Daniel called out. Alice, wait, please. I stopped at the doorway. You had your chance to talk. You chose to perform instead. Now live with your audience. Then I walked out into the night, the sound of his mother's sobs echoing behind me. By morning, his phone was flooded with messages. His affair was out. The office gossip had exploded. Someone had leaked the screenshots to his company board. My lawyer suspected one of his colleagues. Daniel was suspended by noon. Poetic, really. He announced our divorce for attention. Now he had all the attention in the world. I spent the next week clearing out his belongings. Every shirt, every cologne bottle, every lie gone. The house smelled cleaner, lighter. I repainted the dining room, replacing the long table with something smaller, more peaceful. No more stage for his ego. A week later, he showed up at the door, eyes red, shoulders slumped. Alice. I lost everything. I looked at him for a long moment. No, Daniel. You threw everything away. He held out a letter. Please read it. I took it, then tore it in half. No more letters. No more lies. I watched him walk down the driveway, defeated. Chloe came up beside me. Mom, are you okay? I smiled. I am now. You can't heal in the same place that broke you. She hugged me, whispering, You're my hero. For the first time, I believed it. Weeks later, I hosted another dinner. Same house, new energy. Laughter filled the air. No secrets. No tensión. I raised my glass. To peace. To truth. And to never letting anyone silence our worth again. Everyone clinked glasses, smiling. It wasn't revenge anymore. It was rebirth. As I looked at the empty seat where Daniel used to sit, I felt nothing but calm. He thought he'd destroy me by announcing our divorce in front of everyone. But when I opened that envelope, he realized the truth. He'd married a woman who doesn't break, she rebuilds. And that night he didn't just lose his wife. He lost the only person who ever truly loved him.